Hey, lovely ladies of Jan Strong. This is Rachel, and I am here finally with this week's Spark. I apologize for the delay. I've had sick kids, and of course now I'm getting it because that's how that goes. I wanted to spend just a couple minutes speaking to you guys today about my Jamberry journey and the event that maybe something resonates. So for those of you that don't know me, I am one of Amy Butts's recruits, and I joined Jamberry almost exactly 2 years ago. And I joined because I loved the product, and it was the only thing that stopped me from biting my nails, and I quickly found success with Jamberry. I met all 3 of my fast start goals, and within 6 months I was a team manager. And it just felt like I was on this crazy wave of success, and everything was going great. And then after Christmas in 2014, so the beginning of 2015, my team kind of just started to falter a little bit. And I was pregnant at the time, and I have had difficult pregnancies. And so it was just hard to prioritize Jamberry sometimes, and I worked to try to re-rank, and it just didn't happen. There were several months where I was just one requirement away, but for whatever reason, it just didn't make it there. And then about a year ago, my son was born, and we've had some health issues, and so the last year has been hard. It's been hard for my family. My husband was unemployed for a while. It's been hard with like my job at school as a teacher. It's been hard with Jamberry. Life has just been difficult. And I feel like I've gone through the whole emotional cycle of sales on multiple occasions, and I've had out quite a bit in creative avoidance. And sometimes team stuff has been creative avoidance for me because it helps. I don't know, I like the connection, and I like helping you ladies, and I like learning from you. I think it's part of what I love about teaching, right? And then I don't spend as much time sometimes on the stuff that I probably need to grow in terms of getting bookings, rolling from one to another, and doing follow-up, which I should be better at because that's a version of teaching too. But all of that to say that it's kind of taken a back burner in recent months for me, for a number of reasons, some of them legitimate and some of them kind of creative avoidance. And I just want to share that it's been hard because I think sometimes the unintended consequence of social media is that you come on and all you see presented is the good, right? And the success. And that is so important to celebrate and to recognize. But sometimes when you're not experiencing that, I think it can also be a bit isolating, or it can make you feel like, oh my gosh, am I the only person who can't, get a booking? Or am I the only person who's struggling with getting my PRV or with recruiting or whatever it is? And no, the answer is you're probably not the only person. And even if somebody else isn't experiencing the same struggle right now, that's not to say that they haven't or that they might not in the future. And so I want to share that things have been hard, and that it's, in some ways quite understandable. And I certainly have not been able to work Jamberry like I was working it at first. And I've had to kind of be okay with the fact that it might not always, have the same place in my world, and that's okay too, but that it's still something I'm committed to. And even when I haven't been able to give it maybe the attention that I would like to, that doesn't mean that I have totally checked out. And I think that that's an important thing. If you have a month where life is so crazy and something just needs to go for your sanity and Jamberry needs to be that thing, that's okay. You can always come back. That isn't to say that there aren't consequences for that, right? It might be harder to get things back up and rolling, but it isn't impossible. And you don't have to view a setback or a stumble or a time away as being the end or the death of it. It doesn't have to be. It's all in your mindset about it. And so I wanted to share about the experience that I've had lately and how it has been tough, but that I am still committed to Jamberry and to doing this. And if all I ever do is to, judge my time with Jamboree based on the rank that I've been, then I'm sure to end up unhappy. It needs to be that you consider all of the benefits, you know, and that rank is just one measure. And if it's the most important or the only one you consider, then you're probably going to be frustrated at times or question, is it worth it? And those conversations can be important to have with yourself. But in the end, right, you need to go back to your why. And so I've been doing a lot of contemplating about how Jamboree fits for me with everything else that I have going on right now in my life. And I think there's still a place for it, but it's about being realistic and being committed and in it for the long haul. So I just wanted to share, and if you are feeling like things are a struggle right now, or you are having a hard time, if it's skills that you need to work on building, then take advantage of a training that Home Office is offering, or go back to Jamboree University, or look at some of the things that people are posting in Goal Diggers, or reach out to your sponsor, or to Upline, or a sideline person, or someone you know that might be really good at the thing that you need help in growing on. Because a lot of the things about being successful in direct sales are about being committed and about skills that are learnable. So just know that there are other people out there that have been where you are, that might be where you are right now with you. And there are people that want to see you succeed and want to help you and want to support you in that. So I hope that for some of you at least, something in this resonates with you. I don't know that I've really gone through and kind of laid it all out before for anybody in terms of what my experience has been. So it's a little bit vulnerable to say, like, yeah, it's been hard and I have struggled and things have come up, but that doesn't mean that it's the end. And I'm still committed to doing this, and I love what Jamboree has brought to me. So that's what I wanted to share today. If you want to reach out and share anything with me or with your upline that this makes you think about, we would all be happy to talk with you about it. So wishing you guys a lovely evening. Bye.